How y'all doing? Well, it's that time again to do my recap. Thank you for coming in. And those who watch it on the replay, please chat with me and I'll get back with you. And if you like what you see, hey, subscribe. Do a girl a favor. Well, here we are on episode 8, season 11. And this is my review of Baby Birkin. I'm going to say Birkin Baby. Baby Birkin. So, we're going to start off with a couple things here. We have I like the little mini scenes they do at the beginning of each episode. So, we first start out with Dr. G and Sweet Tea taking a walk around the neighborhood, and she gives him a nice little kick in the butt. But he's bringing on that, what she call it, twin power or whatever. But they're walking around, whatever, and discussing things. Then we have, I believe this was next. We have Dr. Contessa. She's in the office with a patient, and the patient, their blood pressure is doing pretty good. And they're excited about that. And then we have Miss Phaedra and her oldest son. Is he the president? I'm not very sure. What his name. I forgot what his name was. To be honest. Is he Aiden? Is that the oldest? Well, anyways, they're at a fabric store for what I don't know. And she asks him, "Did you poop?" I'm like, "Why are you embarrassing your son on TV?" He said, "No, it just smelled like old fabric in here." So that's how it starts out. And then we go over to Miss Toya. So we got Toya, her husband, and I believe it's Ashton. Now look, honey, I might go switch our glasses. I can't even see the things over here. I never thought this would be me with the doggone glasses. On top of that, they got fingerprints all in them, but I don't have the stuff to clean them right now. So we have Toya discussing with her no, this is not it. Toya is discussing with Eugene. First of all, they ain't cleaning up behind themselves, and she's wanting them to, pick up around there. And Eugene is talking to Ashton, asking him about how much is he reading. I think, I'm thinking that his name is Ashton. I'm getting these names all mixed up. Start with an A. No. That Ashton should be, doing more. Because I think he's only reading like 15 pages a day or something like that. And then she tells him, well, I want to plan something for the girls. And I like to have a baby shower. And Eugene looks at her like, what? Yes, I want a baby shower for Stormy. So then she goes on to talk about old Stormy. And let me get Stormy up here. Here go Miss Stormy right here. She want a baby shower for Miss Stormy. So Miss Stormy, I'm like, child, whatever. So Miss Stormy cost her a whole whopping $32,000, And so she was saying that, everybody, should have this rite of passage. We're going to celebrate a purse. And so then she wanted Ashton to cook for her. And, basically it's kind of discussing like how much, like him not getting paid or whatever. And then when he said how much that Birkin bag costs, $32,000, and Dr. Eugene goes, she got Birkin money. So like you could pay him, for his services. So from there, we go on to the bookkeeping. And the bookkeeping, they're at Dr. Jackie's house. And is this the, yeah. They're at Dr. Jackie house. So then we have Quad, Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Simone. So they're there and they're discussing the fact that how much Phaedra would owe. Because remember, Phaedra, she the big boss lady. And she said, I'm not like you bitches. I would pay for it. She said, I would pay for it if you don't have it. She said, I ain't gonna let y'all be talking about me, not bitches like y'all. So they were talking about, as they're doing accounting, that there was some funds retracted. And they it was from, that Jackie Patterson guy. I thought I had a picture of him up here. But you remember the player from the Himalayas in that red and black outfit? Well, he wanted his money back. He said, hell no, I ain't paying for no date with Phaedra. He said, I want my motherfucking, no. I want my money back. So they were totally doing the tally of how much would be owed. So then you have Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. They're going to do a little reenactment of, Dr. Jackie calling Phaedra to tell her about how much she's going to owe. And I promise you, I feel like Dr. Simone was the MVP of this here episode because it was funny. It was real cute. She talked about how, Phaedra got so many things going on. She NBC won her, ABC, Fox, and all those different things. She filming this, filming that. And, I can't be on the bitch phone with you bitches too long because I got 10 dead bodies over here, And the way that she did this reenactment, it was just funny. I mean, it was, shade thrown, but it was funny. So, because Dr. Jackie told her she was going to hell for that. She was like, I know. So, in here also, and make sure I got all my other little stuff together. In here also, they have, while they're talking about it, because, Quad said she was the of how she made herself the treasurer. So, they're all just discussing, what things are, what's going on with this Med Gala and what all still needed to be, how much money needed to be to make this, to make that big check come to fruition, though, the $100,000. Okay. So then we go along. I'm trying to get all this other stuff together. Then we go along and we have the dinner. And then the dinner they have set up is Dr. Simone, and CISO, Sweet Tea, and Dr. G, and Dr. Contessa, and Scott. And we're getting our introduction to Dr. Mimi and Steve. Okay, so they're coming there for dinner. And they're talking about a host of things. They've been asking, what's all been going on. And Sweet Tea, is teaching. I thought this was comical. I'm like, what? How teaching what? She teaching girls how to become sugar babies, basically. She's teaching girls how to find and get an old ass man to marry them. Because she said, I'm proving success. I ain't got my wedding ring on, so I had to do that. I'm proving success. And I'm like, what? You shouldn't have to need a class to become a sugar baby. But, or to find a older guy. In that case, finding an older woman. I thought some of those things just come natural. I ain't think, this is all just for TV. I'm not even going to go in that far on it. So as they're there talking about that, she tells them that she has an event coming up, and it's a speed dating event for her class. And, she said that because she has so many girls jumping in her DMs wanting to know if Dr. G got friends. So, Dr. Simone goes, Dr. G, you got friends? So they are, talking, and then they go on and ask the new couple, Dr. Mimi and Steve, about themselves. So Dr. Mimi and Steve, they met some years back after he used to be a football player. I didn't catch what team, but she met him after he retired. They're millennials, because that's what Sweet Tea says. They're millennials, so they're somewhere around 40 or in their 40s. And so Dr. Mimi is a psychiatrist, so she knows Dr. G. And we have they have 2 kids. They have a girl and a boy, and they've been married 10 years. So they're discussing, and then, so Dr. Simone, she talks about what her and Cecil do, and they do the couples trip, and they talk about how long they've been married, I think 28 years or whatever. So they're doing a couples trip, and then they said that Heavenly was going to help her with it. Dr. Heavenly was going to help her with it. And you should have seen the face that Sweet Tea made in Dr. Contessa. And basically, Dr. Simone said, the thing that's going on with Sweet Tea started to affect the group, and she's going to just have to get over it. And Sweet Tea was concerned that Dr. Heavenly would be there, like, how would I say, like trying to take down their marriages. She said, because Dr. Heavenly does not support her marriage. I'm like, girl, come on. And, and she wants Dr. Heavenly to apologize. So from there, let me think, I'm in the order of events. The next thing we go to is this. Voila! We are at the event. So Sweet Tea has this speed dating event, and the women come there to help support her. So the women, they're there. So we have Toya, we have Dr. Contessa, we have Dr. Mimi. I believe that's it for now. So then Phaedra walks in, and backstory to this, Dr. Heavenly said this whole setup was a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit, because this whole scene was to get Phaedra a date for the couples trip. That's what she said on the live. So in the speed dating, so Phaedra is there. So she's one of the people who's going to be looking for a date. And this group of people, this is the gap age group, and Dr. G gets there, and they have the women and the men come. And she explains to them that this group here is to help people find, well, most of the part, it was older men, younger women. And, because the older men are more, successful, and they got all this stuff going on for them. And she was just saying, let me go ahead and get to this picture of her. She was just saying that, they're successful, and, most older men, they like young women anyways, and this, that, and the other. And this is not no sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. And Toya was like, what? Ain't nobody want no old ass man. She was like, for the most part, the older guy, as they're getting older, things don't work the same. Things are smaller, or, and they get wrinkly. So, and she said, so no, women want an older guy to take care of them. So let's go over there, and I'll let y'all hear that. Hold on a second. So let me go. So let's go here. I'll let you hear it. I don't know if you heard it then. So let me present the screen. But she's excited about being a younger woman who trapped a man because she put a baby emoji in his DM. So, whatever. And hopefully the baby does come along. So here we go. I'll let it play.
Normalize age gap dating. Well, from my class, I'm following up and doing the age speed dating event. Older man loves a younger woman, and I love an older man. They're well established. A lot of them are good looking. Young man, you go somewhere. Is heavily normalize
now,
age gap dating. Well, from my class, I'm following up and doing the age speed dating event.
So that there, I showed my son. I was watching it this morning, trying to remember everything that's on the show or whatever. And I asked my son, who is 25, I said, how old do you think that girl is? And it was her at her event. So the first thing he noticed was a tattoo on her leg. I'll tell you what young dudes look at. He said, oh, with that tattoo right there, she got to be 45, somewhere around there. So, and so then he saw her confessional with, and he goes, that hairstyle right there. He was talking about his grandma. He said, that's his grandma's hairstyle. He said, so you think it's 45? I was like, well, no. I said, really? She's the same age as your sister. He's like, what? So he's looking at her at the event. He says, she carries herself like an older person. Because I'm like, because Dr. G, to me, if I was to see them, I knew nothing about him, I would have never suspected that he was, because she says he's 23 years older than her. To me, they just don't look that far apart in age. I know he got the gray beard. I think his swag looks nice with the gray beard. But I don't think he looks 23 years older than her. Because I feel like he may look a little younger than 57 or 56. And I think she looks older. She looks to me, she can be late 30s, early 40s to me. She just gives older to me. She doesn't give that young. So we'll go from there, So in the speed dating event, these old men, some of them don't even look that old, but some of these older guys are, talking with the different ladies. But the one guy with the first guy that came in, I almost thought it was Dr. G's twin, but because I think his name was George. And he came in there with a bag of money, and he was like shaking it out, because he had to be with Phaedra at first. And I'm like, okay, this is all just for TV here. Because some old dude with a pot belly comes shaking out some money, and it didn't even look like it was that much money. I'm like, what was this all about? So then the next man come over there and start singing. What was he singing? Let's Get It On? Oh, so Wake Up, Wake Up. I don't know one of them songs he was singing. Then Phaedra finally gets the African man. And as we see on the upcoming episode, he knows Apollo. So I'm thinking this is a scheme set up by Todd to come to us with the bullshit. Because, Phaedra is about the fakery. So Phaedra is thankful that she gets this young, tall, chocolate man from, I don't know, there's French African or something like that. I know he speaks French, or he maybe was raised, he's been all around the world. Anyways, by way of Africa. And so, that was their love connection, and Dr. Contessa goes, he looks young enough to be, he looks not too much older than her sons. Now, I think the guy, his name was Sheed, or something like this. He looked like Chick, maybe Chick, something like that. And because Phaedra asked how old he was. He said, old enough. And she told him he can call her mama. And only thing about Phaedra in this episode, because I think this is really the only episode, the only scene that she's in this episode. I hated that daggone lipstick. I'm like, what is it doing to me? I thought it was my TV or something. I just did not like it. I'm like, maybe she should have wore a different liner around it or something. But I was not feeling that lipstick. Oh my goodness. It was just doing something to me. It maybe looked good in person, but from TV and the way her lips look or form, it just, I don't know. It just was not cute to me. Okay, I ain't even got no lipstick on. My lips are ashy right now, so I'm about to get ready to go to bed. But so then after that, they make the little love connections. Then no, I didn't mess that up. Let's back it up. Before they made the love connection, while they're in the middle of each person doing a little speed date, Dr. Simone comes in and she brings Dr. Heavenly. And you see the faces that was made. Now y'all know the production is messy, and they wanted Dr. Heavenly to be there because they wanted some stuff to get sparked. So Dr. Heavenly came trying to be heavenly, but Sweet Tea was for the shit. So Dr. Heavenly came. And Sweet Tea, Dr. G, and Toya, and then even Dr. Contessa said, somebody got some sage? They was working, honey. So Sweet Tea, gets Dr. Heavenly over, wanted to talk to her. She's like, I have to be the more mature person. So she gets Dr. Heavenly on there talking. And Dr. Heavenly was like, she didn't like Sweet Tea's tone. And Dr. Heavenly stated in her live that, she a boss where she at. And she ain't used to people talking crazy to her, especially younger people. So when we see, in this hierarchy of things, these doctors feeling like, y'all little folks over here, whatever. So she was talking because she was letting her know, I ain't got basically no problem with you. She wanted to smooth things out before the couples trip. And that's why Dr. Simone brought her there. And Sweet Tina was kind of agitated that she brought her there. But they decide to, get along or whatever. Look, I ain't even read none of these notes. They decided to get along. And it was a little heated moment for a minute where Sweet Tea told her to get the fuck out. And because Dr. Heavenly was telling her to watch her tone. And she didn't like her tone with her. And Dr. Heavenly was like, because you don't know me. And I don't know you. She's like, you don't know me. You need to get the fuck out. She stood up and told her to get out. And then Dr. Mimi was over there. And she's trying to still fill the group. And somebody mentioned something about somebody being crazy, and Dr. Mimi was like, "No, nobody's crazy." And Dr. Heaven said, "You crazy? You crazy if you don't think this bitch is crazy." And so they all kind of laughed and kikied, and then Dr. Heavenly apologizes, and I don't remember or recall because Dr. Heavenly wanted her to admit what she did, because she coming at me about what I did. So you need to say what you did online too. And let's move forward. We ain't got to be best friends, but shoot, let's get this stuff done and over with. We here to work. Well, so after that, I seen the videos where they actually went out after this thing was over with because Phaedra got her date with that guy and somebody else hooked up with somebody else. They actually went out and enjoyed themselves. Let me, God, I was trying to get to it. Oh, goodness. They went out on the, to some club that night. So you have Sweet Tea, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. G. Looks like they're at a club because I thought they were at the same event, But then when I got a chance to actually see the episode, then I knew it wasn't the same space. But they put out, and they had looked like they had a good time. If I can get it back to it a little bit. Oh my goodness, where are we at? So, because when they went live, when they went out, I go, oh shoot, how Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea is hanging out. And you know, it looked like a good time. Dr. Heavenly and Simone, they had did their parking lot pimping. They were out there drinking and eating chicken wings in the car. I don't know if it was before or after. I was like, I hope somebody came and got them. I was like, they're gonna be toe up or two toe up to drive home. But Lord, I'm trying to find it. I wish I would have had it set up here. Oh my gee whiz. If I can't find it, then I can't find it, Lord. I wanted to show them. What was that? I thought it was in, because I believe the scene and everything was shot in August. Oh, so I think it was in August. Let me go to August. Because, honey, I be screen recording everything. And I thought, and they even showed on the episode a little bit of Dr. Heavenly's live with Sweet Tea. And, you know, Sweet Tea trying to twerk on her. I said, look at this. I said, they having a good little time. And look, I wish I'd have had it all set up. My goodness. So as they were out, Dr. Heavenly got a chance to apologize to Dr. G. And she said she said Dr. G is a very nice man. And she apologized to him and he accepted her apology. So, but you know, Sweet Tea didn't think the apology was good enough. She, you know, I don't know what she wants from Dr. Heavenly, you know, because it is what it is. And it's not going to be too much, you know, different. You know, just go ahead and move on. And don't let it bother you. Y'all know you're filming. And honey, I don't know if I can find it. I'm mad at myself because I wanted to show it and I don't see it. And I thought it was in August. Whatever. I can't find it. So, anyways, our next scene is not heavenly. We got Toya's baby shower. Now, Toya and this guy dang on baby shower. I said, Toya don't got nothing going on. Not a thing. So Toya wants to have a baby shower. And so the ladies are trying to figure out, what is this? And it's a baby shower. Who's pregnant? And so, you know, they're discussing, because you have Dr. Simone and Dr. Contessa, they're in the car together. Then you have Dr. Heavenly and Quad in the car together. And Sweet Tea arrives with Dr. Mimi. Dr. Jackie did not come. She called. She was going to have to do surgery. So as they were driving there, Dr. Simone and Dr. Contessa trying to figure out who's pregnant. And Contessa thinks maybe it might be Quad. And then Dr. Simone had mentioned that what was it, Dr. Contessa? One of them had mentioned that Dr. Jackie had said that Toya might be pregnant. And Dr. Simone was like, wait, if she's pregnant, I'm going to have to beat her up. Because, it's not impossible, but it's not likely. It's what Dr. Heavenly said in her life. That she would be pregnant. She's like either 47 or 48. And so then you have Quad and Dr. Heavenly talking about it too. And backstory to it, or according to Dr. Heavenly's live, she said, I don't film with Sweet Tea and I don't F with her either. She said, so I actually thought maybe it might be Sweet Tea being pregnant. And she said, I don't know why they play like that. And they know that girl trying to get pregnant. Whatever. So she goes, they get there. They're discussing about why Quad, what Quad doing for to get that dang on Rolls Royce. Also, so because also when they got ready to go to Toya's house, they had went live that day too. Well, so they make it to Toya's house and they go in, Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Contessa and Dr. Simone gets there first. So Dr. Heavenly goes in and she speaks to everybody. She says, hello, Dr. Contessa. And, and kind of ignored her. And they're talking and Dr. Contessa was like, I wonder what it is. She's like, because I done took off work for this. So I hope whatever this is ain't no bull, basically. And, here Toya over there kind of hinting at the fact, that, for the last 3 months, she's been glowing and all these things. And her son is just giving her the side eye like crazy, like my mom is tripping. And so her son, he's over there making the hamburger, got his little blue gloves on. This is the oldest boy, I think, Ashton. He's making the burgers. And I'm trying to make sure I hit all the points I wanted to hit. He's making the burgers. And so Dr. Contessa sees that Quad is starting to have a glass of wine. She said, well, we're doing the, trying to figure out who's the baby shower is for. And we see you drinking wine, so it's not for you. And, and Toya's just over there smiling. And then she said, it's not fair to say anything to everybody that's here. And then we have Sweet Tea and Dr. Mimi arrive. And Dr. Jackie, she calls, let them know that she having to have surgery. She called on Dr. Heavenly's phone. And from there, the women got to discussing the night that Sweet Tea hosted the event for the older dating, young woman, old man dating thing. And Toya was kind of, excited that Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea was getting along and went live and all that kind of stuff and dancing. They had a good old time. And if you go on my Facebook group page, I got all them little lives over there of them dancing and stuff. Because, they was having a good time. So, after all of that, they got to, they were discussing it. And then, that's when Dr. Heavenly said, yeah, we had a good time. And that's when I got a chance to talk to Dr. G. And he accepted my apology. So, and here's Sweet Tea. She still don't want to, she's got, like, I got one eye on her. I don't know if I really trust her or whatever. Sweet Tea, she's not going to be a friend. Just be cordial. And let's move it along. So, finally, Toya decides to bring out what it is. And Lord, the best look of all is this baby's face. Look at him. I got so tickled looking at this boy. He like, really, Mom. So she bringing it out and she's carrying it like it's a little baby wrapped in swaddling clothing, He's all swaddled up. And she has Dr. Contessa go and unveil the glass container is going to go in. And here we go. Baby Stormy. And they were like, is this your first Birkin bag? This is what you brought us over here for? Because Dr. Simone goes, I understand it's, it's hard to get. Hermes, I can't even pronounce it because I'm not about to get one. One of those bags, the Birkin bag. She said, but this is a private joy. You don't invite people over for this. Tacky Toya. So Miss Toya, because she's all excited. She told her son earlier, this is a big thing. It's a big thing. Now, we seen that purse, and from what I understand, she must have got the cheaper purse because it was a smaller purse. And I said to myself, the reason why Toya has this issue, because I think it was last season, she brought up the fact that when she was a kid, she had to wear Pro Wings. And like I said, Toya is about, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 4 years younger than me, depending on when her birthday is. And the Pro Wings at the time was something you bought at let me get it right. You bought it at Payless. And I guess it's supposed to be like an imitation Jordan. Now, I ain't never had a problem in the clothing department. I always got, I always wore what was in style. I never wore generic gym shoes, So she was upset that she came up during the time because Toya's from Detroit. So she had to wear Pro Wings and got made fun of. So here's Toya in all her glory. And she's still holding on to the fact that she had to wear Pro Wings. And this is the reason why Toya moves house to house and is so enthralled with like name brand stuff because she didn't have it as a child. Because this purse, that purse is not that big on her for real. I just put that purse on her, trying to edit it or whatever. Because if it was that big, no, it's a tiny purse. And I'm thinking, Toya, you got your husband moving house to house, building houses and everything. And I think she didn't like the fact that, because when they had that one house and they sold it, because Anila bought a house like around the corner from her and had one built, and it was bigger than hers. And I think she's in some kind of weird competition is what it seems like to me. Because I remember when she bought that Birkin bag because Dr. Heavenly did one of her lives. I don't know if it was Messy Monday or whatever it was, because she bought it at whatever Bravo thing they had. And she was saying that Toya had bought this expensive purse, but they rent. And also in the confessional, Dr. Heavenly said, I ain't got nothing to say about her and her finances because I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. But I can understand. No, I don't understand this baby shower. And then the thing about it was, because the boy said, it's ugly. He said, baby, Stormy is not cute. Stormy is ugly. And Mama, why is you making a big deal about it? She's making a big deal about it because she had to wear them Pro Wings. And she's never gotten over that fact of having to wear Pro Wings. And she didn't like it, So she's always, even though how accomplished she is, because, she's living a life better than the average person. And from what I understand, I think Toya has 2 masters. So I hate that they edited her like she's not that bright. She has 2 master degrees. And, it just makes her look, you look at her, I'm thinking, you did your little your little group, what is it, the group thing to have this fake ass baby shower for a purse. I mean, I'd have never, I ain't got money like that. No, I don't. I would have never spent that kind of money on no purse ever. And I know, she got it, but Dr. Simone says it's a private joy. But tickle me so bad. It said, "Is this your first?" Because they was laying into her. Girl, this ain't what you do. Boy, I said, it's so minute. We having a baby shower for a purse. She said, it's her first Birkin and she want to have a party for it. Toya, let's do better. Because this here purse, it's not it. I mean, it's not for you to have a whole celebration for. And your son's looking at you like you're crazy because, see, they're raised, well, I'm not going to say wealthy, but I mean, they're raised, high middle class, honey. They don't understand this struggle you had but them pro wings. You did a good job. You married good. You did well in life. So you should be satisfied. But I don't feel like Toya can be satisfied because she still is harboring the fact that however she felt about them pro wings and having to wear those, I feel like it damaged her. It was traumatic. It was a traumatic experience. And she ain't got over it. So she's always got to probably have something better. She wants something that screams, I made it. But honey, you have. You've made it. You live in the soft life from us looking in and being on the outside. It looks like you don't do nothing. I'm pretty sure you're probably doing something. But it looks like you just laid up. Your man got, he takes care of you. We know you get a check from Bravo. We know that. And it must be a very cute check. But you look like you living the soft life. You're traveling and everything. Let the pro wings go, honey, and live your life. You don't have to try to, I think she's trying to impress people to show this or that. You don't have to. You don't. And I mean, because the other lady, like, this is your first Birkin. Like the heavens that she would never spend, but Dr. Damon bought her one. But she said she would never spend that kind of money on a purse. I mean, because it's like stupid. To me, it is. It's not even a beautiful purse. And then, she had like a little quiz asking them like, what was the hardware on the purse? Like, I don't know. We're not paying attention to it like that. Toya probably did a whole study on this. I think what's called Hermes, or whatever. I probably won't never in this life get one. Only way I get one, somebody gave it to me because ain't no way in the world. And I know my husband ain't buying me one. So, honey, our finances ain't set up like that, honey. Unless I hit, honey, the big lot, and I ain't buying one of them still because it ain't cute to me at all. It reminded me of when I was in the military and we had to wear our dress greens or class A's or whatever. Class A's. Look, I've been out for so long. And the little ugly black purse they used to make us carry. It looked like one of your grandma old pocketbook. That's what it looked like to me. Someone said one time that the military made the purses that were in the military were made by Coach. I'm not very sure because when I was in the military back in 1990, and I received my dress A or class A uniforms, I ain't looked to see what labels they're on, and that was not a popular thing when I was coming up about a Coach bag or whoever bag. I don't ever remember, but at the time I was only 9. Was I 18? So, all in all, this episode, it was the best part of the episode was Simone. Simone, I think she had the best shade, and she said it nicely. Toya, it's a private joy. You can tell Toya is so new money. But you gotta get a little class about yourself, Miss Toya. You should have just threw that purse on and because those that know. See, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know nothing about it. Would have thought like, oh, that's a ugly little purse you got with that little horse thing on there, or a unicorn. Is that a unicorn on there? Yes, girl. And me, I would have sit there and talked about the purse, and they were like, "This girl don't know nothing," because I wouldn't know, honey. I ain't that girl when it come to that. Girl, give me a good old Louis Vuitton or a Chanel bag or something. Hell, I'd carry a Michael Kors, so or a Coach. But it is what it is. Miss Toya, you don't have to try so hard to impress. And so, Toya got all the ladies a gift. Now, I didn't catch, was it all airman stuff, or because it was, I think they were in the bags. I'm not sure. It might be little trinkets or whatever. But Toya said she worked hard for that purse. Her sons were free, but that purse she had to work hard for. I'm like, girl, ain't no way, girl. I wouldn't. Well, but you like what you like, and you get what you can get. And I know this conversation right now, Sweet Tea was not having. Because, honey, she ain't the fashionista either at all. I ain't seen her wearing that. I don't think, well, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't think, I don't know. But the outfit Dr. Heavenly had on, what she said it was, Fashion Nova at the baby shower. She's all looking kind of cute in it, wasn't I? So, all in all, I would say this episode probably maybe, I don't know. It was a filler, so it's giving us information about Dr. Mimi. Sweet Tea tried to set it off a little bit, and Dr. Heavenly kept her calm the whole time. And I think it was about, Toya, but Dr. Simone Bravo. And we noticed that Phaedra wasn't in very many scenes. Maybe she must have been booked and busy. That's why she was only in the scene about the dating. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna get on off of here and get ready to go in for the night. But y'all have a great evening. Thank you for your time. God bless. Have a great evening. Good night. Let me end this thing.